everyone. Welcome back. My name is Tara, and this is Life Over Debt. And I have a confession to make. A debt confession, that is. We are going to go through the quarter three numbers of 2024, and then we're going to go back to May 2023. That is when I started tracking our debt, and we are going to see how much we have paid off since we started tracking and purposely trying to pay down debt. So let's get into this. I do have the quarter two balances of everything that is debt, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. So at the end of quarter three, we were at $67,516 at $968 on our mortgage. Oh my God, that's hard to say. Well, and as you guys know, of any mortgage, it never seems to go down. So we are, as of September 30th, $67,126.76, and that is $442.92 paid. Wow. So sad. Okay, our personal loan started out with a balance of $11,607.36. We have paid that off. So that is now donezo. Okay, my Honda at the end of March, or I'm sorry, at the end of June. Oh, where's my words? It was at $17,369.11. Now it's at $16,451.70, which means we've paid a whopping $917.41. And this is low. These next three are going to be low because I accidentally made two payments in the month of June, so nothing came out in July for quarter three. So that's why that's low. Jim's truck was at $22,304.67, and now it is at $21,679.28. Means we have paid $625.39. Again, it didn't get a payment in July. The Harley was at $19,379.58. It is now at $18,408.20. We have paid off $971.38. That is also the biggest payment. The camper, starting out at the end of June, was at $17,124.79. It is now at $16,685.32. That is a total of $439.47. Student loans still remains the same balance, and I was looking at them the other day, and a couple more got pushed back. So we just have one. We haven't made any payments. We have the next payment due is in June of 2025, and the rest aren't due until 2026. So yay. All right, so our new debt is our new personal loan. I got a new personal loan because, and I'll tell you why, because I didn't want to dip into our emergency fund, but I have mentioned before that money comes directly out of Jim's check to go to pay our vehicle loans, and there's actually not enough that comes out to sustain that every single month, unless we have like a magic month, or when we go in like the end of the year and we do skip a payment. So every once in a while it gets low, and it makes me nervous. So I decided to take out this personal loan because I had a plan. So we didn't have a quarter two balance, but I'm going to write this here because this was, it literally, I just got this in quarter three. So it was $11,000. That $11,000 paid off this personal loan, which, I mean, it was lower. It was like $8,500. But before, so I got this in like really like the last week and a half of September, and I've already made a principal payment to it before the loan was even due, and that ended up taking it down to $10,167.83, which is, or sorry, 67 is, which is $833. So I'm also, this payment is like $240 compared to this payment, which was $507. But what my thing is, I am still going to take out the $507. So at the first of the month, when I do my like monthly budget, I take that amount, which is like $266, and I go ahead and make a principal payment to that personal loan before the payment's even due on the 5th. And then again on the at the end of the month with my savings challenges. Okay, now I didn't write this down, I'm so sorry. Q2 end of Q2 balance was $162,355.19. End of Q3 was $157,518.26, which is a total paid of $4,836.93. Yes, that's not what it could have been if I had not got this personal loan, but it is what it is. This personal loan will actually get paid off faster than the other loan, if that makes any sense, with all the extra payments I'm making. So, and I figured it up the other day, and it's literally, if I pay what I plan to pay every month on it, which won't always be the same, I think I'll end up paying like a couple $100 in interest doing it that way. So it makes sense to me, right? Okay, so I'm going to turn you over, and we're going to go back to May of 2023 when I first started tracking my debt. Okay, let me do this. Here we go. All right, so on the mortgage, can you see? Yes, you can. Mortgage, we started out when I started tracking it $69,579.16. We are, of course, down to $67,126 and 20. You know what I'm saying, you know? We've paid $24.52.40 on it. Not a lot for, so May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So that's like 16 months. But anyways, but we did knock it down at 3.5%. So, you know, hey, it's still going. It will get more. Lucy's back there if you hear her. She's kind of like snoring or whatever. But it'll get there, you know. Especially once we get more of these done and we can start putting a little bit more. Right. Okay. Now that personal loan, when we first started it, it was at $19,637.70. This original amount was $25,000, and I got this back in February of 2022. So we'd already paid a good chunk on it. So we paid that off 100%. Awesome. My Honda, $23,458.94, down to $16,451.70, which is over $7,000 gone, which is almost 30% of that loan gone. So from this balance, not the whole loan, but that balance gone. So I am very happy about that. Then we're going to the Chevy, Jim Chevy. Now this was, I think we purchased this truck in 2022. So the balance was a lot higher. Maybe it was, I don't know. Maybe it was 2021. I don't know. But $27,018.43, down $21,679.28, which is over $5,300 paid off. Almost 20% paid off on that since we started tracking. All right, the Harley. This is our big mamma jamma. This is our biggest payment of anything. $26,324.97, and I like to see that number go down. It went down a lot, almost $8,000. So $18,408.20, which it was 30%. 30% we've taken off that loan in 16 months. to me, that's good. Considering we're only making the minimum payments on most of these except for like the personal loan. So you just with your minimum payments still at 30% off, that's amazing. Now our camper, when we got the camper, this was the reason I started tracking our debt. We got our camper this month, May 2023. The original loan was $20,330. It's now down to $16,685.32, over $3,600 off and minus 18%. I don't know why I do the percents, but to me, it's a visual like, oh, that's amazing. You know, this one kind of sucks that, you know, the mortgage kind of sucks, but everything else makes up for it. Student loan, we started out at $14,006.31. You guys know I paused that earlier in the year when we got down to 50% off. So we're down to $7,000 on that one. So that one's just, it's still around. So I'm going to try to make as many payments to this next loan as possible before I need to start working on that loan that's coming due next June, because that is the biggest loan that Jim has. So it's like at $3,400. So yeah, I think I can do it. Don't you think? I think I can. So 9 of 2024, because we didn't have a balance here, $11,000. And it's the same thing. We are minus 7.6%. So started out at just over $200,000. We are at slow down. $157,518.26. That is over $42,000 gone in 16 months. I'm okay with that. And like I said, most of this is just me making the minimum payments, except for these personal loans. I've been making a little bit extra. And I think at Q4, I think this number is even going to be bigger, because I think this personal loan, I think I can get it significantly lower in the next 3 months. But we have knocked our debt down over 21% in 16 months. So that's amazing to me. That is amazing. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now let me get into this really quick. I wasn't going to do this, but I was like, you know what? I would want to know. So maybe you guys would want to know. So I've been keeping track of my savings challenges, just like I have said. So in Q3, for July, we did over $3,400, and we completed over $3,400 worth of savings challenges. And 849 of that went to debt. 2,600 went to sinking funds. On the debt portion, you guys know that I pull my debt binder every single month. So this exact number did not go to debt. That was just what the challenge was worth. We actually saved that amount of money, even though we pulled it every month. But that's when we finished it, we marked it in, you know, whatever. Okay, August was well, you guys know I told you in July, even though everything happened in July, I was hell-bent on saving. I was. August, and of course August went to a bad month because, you know, I was going, you know, I was in Sturgis. I was, you know, going through a lot of stuff. So it was only $993 that month. So 651 completed challenges were for debt and 342 for our sinking funds. We completed 16. We completed 33 in the month of July. Next, September, we're getting back on track. We finished $2,700 worth of savings challenges for September, 905 debt, 1,806 to sinking funds, 47 completed. That is a record for me. That's what I was going towards. So for Q3, the totals we saved, or we completed, $7,174 worth of savings challenges, $2,405 worth of debt challenges, and the sinking fund number is the actual amount of money that went into sinking funds, so $47.69. So we completed a total of 96 challenges during Q3. I love numbers, guys. Can you tell? All right, so now we're going to go on to 2024 because, you know, why? If you're going to track for this, let's not do, you know, do the rest of it. So quarter one was 2,555 total, 1,695 for debt, 864 sinking funds, 34 completed. Quarter two was $5,553 worth of challenges completed. 2,215 of that was debt challenges. 3,338 was for sinking funds, and completed 91. Why do I have 91? Because, oh, that's Q3. I'm like, what? Okay, and then the numbers from up here for Q3, and then the numbers down here for 2024. Look, you guys, this is amazing. We have finished over $15,282 worth of savings challenges for all of 2024. That just blows my mind, because 6,315 of that were for debt challenges, but $8,967 went into our sinking funds. That's not what we, you know, cash stuff and all of that. So, right. And then if you guys remember at quarter one, I was still stuffing my sinking funds instead of doing challenges. And then I kind of deviated and, you know, just like, I'm not going to stuff them every week because I'm bored with doing that. So why not change it up and make it fun and do savings challenges? But we completed 221 challenges all year. So my little folder with all them stuffed in it, it's stuffed for a reason. Now we're on to rewards. So I'm kind of over doing the cashback rewards, the fetch, the receipt jar, all of those things, receipt hog. I'm kind of over it. I keep the ones on my phone that do email receipts, or you could connect to a store like Kroger or Walmart or Sam's Club. I keep those on there because the receipts are automatically sent there and I don't have to do anything. I just had to stop because it was just becoming way too much for me, and I got too much going on. So I have cashed out as many as I can for like gift cards or whatever, and I'm just going to settle down on my credit card rewards. I will let you know my Amazon credit card has 0 rewards. When July happened and everything happened, there was no work, there was, you know, nothing. So anything I needed to buy, I bought on Amazon and used those. I was like, well, I'm going to give myself grace for that because it was just a rough time, right? So we're going to track just our Sam's Cash and our bank credit card. That's the one that most of my bills go on that don't come out of my bank. So Sam's Cash this year, we have saved up $675.46 in rewards. That's just for us using our credit card for everyday expenses and then using the cash that we stuff to pay that credit card back. And then my bank card, we bank through Fifth Third, and we don't have a lot coming. You guys see my payment every month. It's like $200 and some. So we don't have a lot that comes off of that card. So just, you know, in this year, we've saved up $6,629 worth of rewards. So I don't think that's bad. Honestly, I think that's $66. But, you know, still, but Sam's, amazing. We use that card for everything. You know, some people can't do credit cards, and we were those people back in the day. We were those people when we first got married. We had 4 young kids, and we were using credit cards and maxing them out and not being able to pay, and then going to collections. You know, once it got a little bit better, even though I always cared about our finances and our debt, but at that time it was kind of like we have nothing else to do. So yeah, and now so we are in debt with our debt stuff, but that's the only debt we have. We don't have like outstanding balances on our credit cards because we pay them off. This one gets paid off every month. Sometimes this one will get paid off once a month. It's just whenever I feel like it. So it never goes past the due date, so there's never any interest. So yay us. All right, so we are going to go down to our CD ladder. So I figured I didn't want to go through all of the pages. So in quarter one of this year, this is when we started our CD ladder, we put in $91.81. In quarter two, we put $93.56. Quarter three was $67.25. If you guys remember, we had to get a new air conditioning unit. Yeah, and a new washer and dryer, like all within the same time. So it went down significantly because our emergency fund went down significantly. But for all of 22, the money that we have put in was $252.62. But just having that money in there, just sitting there, I've made $24.39 interest just for free, just for my money sitting there. That's almost 10% of what I put in there. So yeah, so I'm going to keep doing that every single year. Just keep adding to those CDs because it's a great idea. One of these days, maybe I'll be able to, put a little bit more in, but who knows? All right, cup of coffee. I've been talking way too much. We're going to get to the fun stuff. All right, so I went through and I had hello. I had different trackers for everything, and and they weren't all like one. They had like some like 70 boxes or something. So it was just a weird amount. So I went and printed off all of these because there's 100 and it tells you how many percent. So you don't have to sit there and count every single time. So we're just going to do that. So our mortgage, it only went down one for July, but hey, we're going to take it, right? Now these new trackers I got, since they had more boxes, the number of boxes I had lined up weren't the same as before. So I had to do a, why is this there? I don't know. I had to do a little confungling. So here is this personal loan right here. And we have paid off to that amount right now. So we got five even before the payment was due. We got 5 of these off. So hello, that's amazing. And yes, I am just talking and coloring. All right, I thought I'd give you guys a break from me talking. My throat is hurting from so much. So I don't know if you can see this, but I had to put new tracker on here because of the difference. The other one I was using, like I said, had 70 some, so the amounts were a lot bigger to be able to mark anything off. So I just put new tracker because I couldn't go back from 523 and redo the numbers. Well, I could, but yeah, who wants to do that? So we were at 20% in August. We were at 22% in September, and whatever. But with the new tracker, with the new numbers, we are actually at 27%. So I'm going to color these in really quick. All right, yay. Okay, now we're going to go to the Chevy. I don't know why I didn't color that one in last time, but whatever. Okay, so with this new tracker, we are at 18% paid off with, I don't know. I'm just going with the flow, guys, okay? So I'm just going to color in and be right back. Yay. Okay, now we're off to the Harley. Now, it got the biggest jump because before these were like, I think like $500 and some before I could mark it off. So yeah, well, let's mark this one off. Okay. Now, oh, I wanted to let you know, I think most of them, yeah, these ones with the ribbons are from freeorganizingprintables.com, just so you know, okay? All right, camper. The camper is the same because we already had this one going. So we got 2 more flags ticked off. Yay. Okay, sweet. I love doing this part. Okay, student loan. Yeah, it's not, it's still where it is. I didn't change that one out. I did, however, change this. I'm going to zoom you out for a second so you can see. Okay, so I did change this one because I liked it a little bit better, and it was kind of easy. That Detris was crazy to try to keep track of everything. So what I've done was I put, yeah, I don't know if you can see. Let me see here. So I put the number, like how many those are, what percent you would be at when you was finished, just to kind of help me out a little bit. And then one down here is debt free. So, and then I've been putting in the kind of like the date on the other boxes. So as of 8/24, which is August 2024, we were at 21%. And, you know, in September with that new loan, we didn't go down another, each one of these is $2,000. We didn't go down another $2,000 in our debt to color in another one. But I have a feeling Q3 is going to be a little bit different. So, yay. So that, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have. So, that is my confession. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. And if you didn't know that cash budgeting and savings challenges and all of that works, it does, because obviously I've showed you. If you want to know how I do something, let me know, because I always have a million ideas running in my head, and then when I try to like go down and sit down, they're gone. They're like 100 tabs behind the first tab. So just let me know. I love you, and you have the best day. Bye.